Random House and the Children's Television Workshop present Jim Henson Muppets in the Sesame Street 1-2-3 Storybook. Stories about the numbers from 1 to 10. Written by Emily Pearl Kingsley, Jeffrey Moss, Norman Stiles, Daniel Wilcox. Pictures by Joseph Matthew, Kelly Oshley, Mel Crawford, Bob Taylor, and featuring Jim Henson's Muppets. Voices by Mr. Geek-E. Chapter 5. Sam shows Big Bird. 5. Gee, Sam, I know this is a number 5, but I don't know how many 5 is.
That is easy. I will show you. Here are 5 wheels.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see.
And here are 5 beach balls.
I think I've got it.
Here are 5 hats, 5 lunchboxes, and 5 curtains.
That's enough. Sam, stop! Stop! Look at this mess. How will I ever clean it up?
That is easy. Here are 5 brooms, 5 mops, 5 pails, 5 dustpans.
Hi there. I have made 5 pancakes. I am not going to eat them. Can you guess what I'm going to do with them? That is right. I am going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 delicious pancakes. Ha ha!
Chapter 6. 6 monsters in the restaurant.
We'd like a table for 6. 6 very hungry monsters.
Okay, how about this table?
Are you kidding? We can't eat like this. 6 monsters in 1 chair?
Oh, excuse me, I'm terribly sorry.
Oof. Oh boy, what a restaurant.
Here's another chair.
This is no good either. I can't reach the table. We need a table with 6 chairs.
Here you are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about time. At last, we can eat.
Okay, now, what do you want to eat?
Table! Can I have a leg? Delicious, yum yum, pass the maple syrup. Isn't it good Norwegian? What? Nom 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 nom.
What kind of monkey business is this? It is counting monkey business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 monkeys! Ha ha ha!
Chapter 7. Goldie-Snuffle and the 7 Bears. One day, a beautiful golden-haired snuffleupagus named Goldie-Snuffle was walking through the woods with her friend Big Bird. Goldie, said Big Bird, you have never met any of my friends, and they all say there is no such thing as a snuffleupagus. Will you come meet my friends, the 7 Bears? They live right around the corner.
Oh, goody,
said Goldie-Snuffle. Big Bird and Goldie-Snuffle came to the cottage of the 7 Bears. They knocked on the door, but nobody answered. There's nobody home, Goldie, said Big Bird.
Oh, dear,
said Goldie-Snuffle.
Well, let's go in anyways.
And in they went. Inside the cottage were 7 chairs.
I think I'll sit down,
said Goldie-Snuffle. Big Bird said, But, Goldie, some of these chairs are small, some are big, and some are in between. How do you know which chair is just right for you?
I'll sit in them all,
said Goldie-Snuffle. So she sat in all of the chairs, one at a time, and she broke all of the chairs, one at a time. They were all too small for you, Goldie, said Big Bird. There's spaghetti on it. Goldie-Snuffle said,
Some of these bowls of spaghetti are too hot, and some of them are too cold, and some are just right. But I really love spaghetti, so I think I'll eat them all.
And she did. When she finished eating, Goldie-Snuffle said,
I think I'll lie down.
And in the cottage were 7 beds. Big Bird said, Goldie, some of these beds are small, some are big, and some are in between, but they're all too small for you.
Then I'll lie down on all of them at once,
said Goldie-Snuffle. And she did, and she broke them all at once.
Oh dear,
said Goldie-Snuffle.
I have to go. So long, Bird.
But Goldie, said Big Bird, the cottage is a mess, and the 7 bears are just getting home. Stay and help clean up.
I'd like to, Bird, but it's time for my nap, said Goldie-Snuffle,
And she left. When the 7 bears saw their house, they said, My goodness, somebody broke all our chairs and ate all our spaghetti and crushed all our beds. Big Bird, what happened? Oh, I can explain, said Big Bird. Goldie-Snuffle was here. She's a beautiful golden-haired snuffleupagus, and she loves spaghetti, and she's very big, and Snuffleupagus, said the 7 bears. There's no such thing as a snuffleupagus, Big Bird. You sure have some imagination.
Guess who? It's me again, the Count. I'm dressed as a scarecrow, but luckily these crows are not scared of me. Let us count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crows! Ah, ah, ah!
Chapter 8. King Hungry the Eighth. King Hungry the Eighth ordered dinner one day. He called for his cooks to appear right away.
I'm hungry, he said, so bring me my plate and make sure the things on it are number 8.
They brought him 8 hot dogs and 8 toasted rolls, 8 pickles, 8 pretzels, 8 donuts with holes. The king ate them all, and he wiped off his chin and smiled and said,
Not a bad way to begin. Now bring me, the king said, 8 French fried potatoes and 8 lemon pies and 8 juicy tomatoes.
He swallowed it all with 8 pieces of bread.
I'm not called King Hungry for nothing, he said.
So they brought him 8 pizzas with sausage and cheese, and the king gulped them down just as quick as you please. Then he gobbled 8 turkeys with stuffing and yam, and 8 black-eyed peas, and then 8 boiled hams. Said the king to the cooks,
My, but eating is fun. Now bring me dessert, so my meal will be done.
For dessert, the king polished off 8 chocolate cakes and went off to bed with 8 big tummy aches.
What am I doing here? I am not in the water just to cool off. I am here to count the arms of this octopus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 arms. Ah, ah, ah.
Chapter 9. The Story of the 9 Dragons. Once upon a time, in the faraway kingdom of St. George, there lived a baseball team. There were 9 players on the team. One day, as they reached their practice field, 9 dragons leaped out of the woods, breathing fire and smoke and yelling, Arkle, Starkle, Hickety, Snoo! This frightened the baseball players, and they ran away. After all, you'd be frightened too if 9 dragons leaped out of the woods while you were playing baseball. Every day, when the 9 baseball players got to the ball field, the same thing would happen. After this had gone on for several weeks, one of the players decided it was time to do something about the dragons. I've got an idea how to get rid of those dragons, he said. And he told his idea to the other players. Brilliant idea! Wish I'd thought of that.
Thank you.
It's about time we thought of something.
Good thinking.
So the next day, each of the 9 players got a big feather and went out to the baseball field. When the 9 dragons jumped out of the forest, the 9 players took the 9 feathers and tickled the 9 dragons on their tummies. The dragons rolled over on their backs and giggled dragon giggles and kicked their feet in the air. But when they were finished being tickled, the dragons jumped up and breathed fire and smoke and yelled, Arkle, Starkle, Hickety, Snoo! And frightened the players away again. So the 9 baseball players decided that tickling the dragons wasn't such a good idea after all.
Whose idea was that anyway?
If I were a dragon, tickling wouldn't stop me from doing anything.
Me either.
What a lousy idea. Suddenly, the team's right fielder, who also happened to be a dragon expert, stepped forward. I just happen to be a dragon expert, she said, and I have an idea. Here's my dragon book. Why don't we look in it and see what Arkle, Snarkle, Hickety, Snoo means?
It's so crazy it just might work,
said the third baseman. Aha! So that's what that means. Who would have thought it? Amazing. I had no idea. I thought it meant they were hungry. I am hungry.
Me too. Boy, I hope this works. Ouch, that was my foot. Oof, this is heavy.
The next day, when the 9 baseball players went out to the field, they pulled behind them a great big wagon with a cover on it. Once again, the 9 dragons jumped out of the woods, breathed fire and smoke, and yelled, "Arkle starkle hickety snoo! Arkle starkle hickety snoo!" The players quickly pulled the cover off the wagon, and lo and behold, there were 9 great big dragon-sized baseball caps, 9 great big dragon-sized baseball mitts, and 9 great big dragon-sized baseball hats. For the right fielder's dragon book had told them that Arkle Snarkle Hickety Snoo is dragon talk for we want to play baseball too. So every day, the 9 baseball players went out to the baseball field and met the 9 dragons on the dragon team, and they played baseball. So if you happen to be walking through the woods one day and 9 dragons jump out at you, breathing fire and smoke and yelling, "Arkle Starkle Hickety Snoo!" don't be afraid. Chances are they just want to play some baseball.
Do you want to have fun? Come fly with me, and we will count the flying saucers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 flying saucers! Oh, it is marvelous!
Chapter 10. Grover buys 10 balloons.
Oh boy, look, 10 balloons. Count them. I want to buy those 10 balloons. Here are 10 pennies. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't take those 10 balloons all at one time. Why not? That's why. Oh no! Help! Help!
Hurry, hurry! Count the elephants before they fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elephants! Oh, you did it! Wonderful, wonderful!
Egad, I have discovered 6 huge toes. Now all I have to do is find out who they belong to. Oh boy, 2 delicious bottles of mud.
There are 10 of us here on Sesame Street. I will count us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I love it!
Yum, 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 yum. I just ate an 8. Look, it is the count.
He's right, Bert. There are 10 of us.
I wish you wouldn't do that.